Just because your discipline or willpower isn't the greatest, doesn't mean that budgeting and being able to save money are totally out of your league. In this video, we're going to teach you the best ways to save money each month, smart techniques that require the least amount of willpower. Don't put in a ton of work just to save a few cents, when you can invest way less effort and still save a whole lot more money. I'm Stacy from Keeping Up with the Changs, and in the final video of this 3-part video series, we're going to show you our best money saving tips to help you bank more cash month after month. For most people, trying to save money is exhausting. That's because all money decisions, even small ones, require discipline, willpower, and mental effort, which kind of requires your brain to be on its A game. If it's not, things like fatigue, stress, and your general emotional state can all easily derail your best efforts to manage your money well. Most of the money-saving tips you can find out there require a lot of effort for a teeny tiny return. The truth is, consistently putting in that much work just to save a few cents here and there probably isn't going to change your financial situation much, and it'll eventually wear you out. A much better strategy is to focus on smart money-saving techniques that save you more with less effort. By focusing on recurring expenses or just making your finances less mentally taxing to manage, that makes it way easier to save month after month after month. If that sounds good to you, let's do this. Our first tip is to budget daily. One of the biggest downsides to traditional budgets is that most people don't look at them again until the end of the month. By then, if you've gone over budget, it's already too late to do anything about it. Instead, it's better to have something that you can look to daily to guide your spending. By checking on your money moves every day, you'll notice a lot sooner if you're getting off track, and you can actually plan and do something about it. On top of that, having a daily budget allows you to delegate your spending decisions to something else. That way, you don't have to rely solely on your willpower and discipline to do all the hard work of managing your finances. If you don't already have a daily budget, be sure to check out parts 1 and 2 of this video series for step-by-step instructions on how to create a custom budget calendar for yourself. Once you have a spiffy budget calendar, break it in and let it start doing most of your money management for you. Whenever the need or opportunity to spend comes up, check your budget calendar and see if it's something that you budgeted for. If it is, go ahead and spend as budgeted, then cross it off the calendar. If it isn't on your budget, you can decide to always make that a hard no, or give yourself the flexibility to choose if you're willing to make the spend anyway, at the expense of reducing what you put towards your money goals. Letting your budget make your spending decisions for you might sound scary, but it's actually quite liberating. You get all the savings that you budgeted for without any fuss, hassle, or willpower required. Even if you give yourself the option to veto your budget, subtracting the amount from your money goals balance is an important reminder that with all spending comes a trade-off. It's perfectly okay to spend off budget once in a while, but it's also important to remember that doing it too often honestly does take away from your opportunity to accomplish bigger things in life. Our brains are too busy to be constantly remembering that trade-off, so consulting a daily budget gives you the reminder you need to help you keep yourself in check. Using a daily budget helps you stay on the financial course that you set for yourself, but if you want to level up and put even more money towards your big money goals, finding a way to reduce your recurring set expenses is the best way to do that. That's because once you find a way to reduce that set expense, the savings occurs month after month without any further thought. If instead you focus your saving efforts on something variable like grocery shopping, for example, that pretty much means you'll have to make a concentrated effort not to overspend every single time you go grocery shopping. That much restraint requires putting your willpower to the test repeatedly, which for a lot of people gets old fast. So don't make things so hard on yourself. Address the expenses that you have over and over again, because making a one-time effort to reduce them will keep more money in your pocket month after month. The easiest recurring expense to target is subscriptions. $10 a month for a monthly subscription doesn't sound like much until you realize that it's $120 a year. And since most families have 4 to 5 subscriptions of varying sorts, you can be looking at $600 a year or more. Whether it's streaming media services, gym memberships, or any other type of subscription, finding a way to eliminate it from your budget means money saved every single month. Purging your subscriptions is such a smart way to save that there's actually an app for it. Click on the link in our video description below to learn about Trim, an app that can help you find and cancel unwanted subscriptions for free. Our next tip gives you a way to save lots of money with just a quick phone call or two. One of the best kept secrets for lowering some of your biggest bills is to simply call and ask for a discount or options for reducing your service. Did you know that you can get a lower interest rate on your credit cards just by asking? You can get cheaper rates on all kinds of stuff, like gym memberships, cell phone plans, cable or satellite bills, even your rent. The beauty of this strategy is that you only have to ask once, and then the savings will trickle down to every single month after that. Even though you won't always get a yes, you'd be surprised how often you get what you want just because you took a shot and asked. If you're willing to ask, you're already halfway there, but we can give you a few extra tips to help you get the yes you're looking for. For starters, do a little research. Find out what line items you're paying for and how much. Then see if any of the other competitors are offering better prices or better terms. That gives you the perfect reason for asking for a discount. When you call, speak confidently and don't be afraid to make your request several times, even if the other person says they can't help you out, because, spoiler alert, they can. If they refuse to budge, ask politely to speak to a supervisor or manager who's more likely to have the authority to give you what you want. Speaking of polite, negotiating does not require you to be a jerk, so don't be that person. There is a way to explain how it might make more sense for you to take your business elsewhere without being a punk about it. In fact, talk to the rep like you're in it together, that you're confident they can help you find a way to keep your business and save you the convenience of switching to someone else. This isn't about steamrolling anyone here. Your ultimate goal should be for both parties to walk away feeling like you reached a fair middle ground. If you'd like a sample word script you can use to negotiate interest rates and prices, click on the link in our video description below and sign up for access to our Keeping Up with the Changs resource vault. Another way to slash your spending is to make a bold move or two to cut out a chunky portion of your expenses. Consider downsizing your life to upsize your savings. Less is definitely more. More money, that is. For example, let's say that going from a single-family home to a large apartment cuts your rent by $400. You're not just saving $400 once, you're saving $400 every single month. All in all, you could be looking at almost $5,000 in savings in just 1 year. Housing isn't the only area you can downsize in. You could also downsize your car, your cell phone or your cell phone plan. Heck, you can even downsize your wardrobe and sell off any of the pieces that you purge. Now I know, these are big changes, but they also come with the equally big potential to save. And again, you only have to make these moves once to start seeing a major, permanent improvement to your cash flow. You might be worried that you can't make do if you have to give up a level of comfort that you're already used to, but at the very least, I can promise you this: none of our suggestions are fatal. In all seriousness, the human mind is pretty resilient, and no matter what kind of change you introduce to your life, you'll find a way to work with it and eventually just get used to it. It doesn't take as much stuff as you think to be happy, and you can even find joy and satisfaction in knowing that you're trying to make efforts that'll ultimately really benefit you and your family in the long run. So by this point, you now have a few strategies under your belt that'll make it easier for you to save money each month. But let's go one step further and show you how to make saving fun. Yep, you heard that right, fun. Take advantage of your playful, competitive side by trying out some money challenges. Money challenges are like little games or competitions that help you keep your spending in check, and they're one of the most creative ways to save money. A few of our favorite challenges include the Pantry Purge Challenge, where you see how long you can go without grocery shopping just by relying on what's in your pantry, fridge, and freezer. The No Spend Challenge, where you count how many days you can go without spending any money except for on your monthly bills. And the Save As You Spend Challenge, where every time you spend on something other than your monthly bills, you transfer the same amount to your savings account. To make it even more fun, get your family and friends in on the challenge and make it a full-blown competition. Who knows? Maybe the idea of winning bragging rights or even a small prize could be precisely what brings out the fierce saver in you. So there you have our favorite strategies for saving money each month. We'd love to hear which money tips were your favorite, so drop a comment below and put in a vote for your fave. While you're at it, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Then subscribe and click the bell to get notified every time we post more free videos. You can also share the wealth by letting your friends and family know about this video too, so they can also get in on the best tips for saving month after month. I'm Stacy from Keeping Up with the Changs. Thanks so much for watching our 3-part video series, and we'll see you next time in another video. Cheers!